followers think and talk about the problem. Brian, we see stories on the front page of the Source.
The Source newspaper. Now we do the Custodian. The Custodian says, Minority exposes NDC 24-hour economic gimmicks. Sablugu MP distribute free water to constituents amidst crisis. Government celebrate, but our families more. Farmers protest killer cocoa producer price cut with placards all over. Government bans land transit of cooking oil. Students prefer multi-faith schools. Research reveals. Prudential Bank MasterCard collaborate to support SMEs. Stories on the Custodian newspaper.
The News Center. No trucks missing in transit diversion report. ICUMS 24-hour economy won't deliver youth jobs. 24-hour economy bill won't deliver youth jobs. That is according to Kojo Ponkroma. 1.1 billion to be invested in Ghana's network expansion in 3 years, according to the CEO of MTN Group. Angry cocoa farmers converge on Cocoa Board headquarters. Story on page 7. And the last one here, cocoa protest politically engineered. That is according to the majority leader, Honorable Mahama Ayarega. Stories on the front page of the News Center.
Away from the News Center, let's do that final newspaper, that is the Graphic Sports. We have the Andre Dede Ayew on the front page and said, retirement not on my mind. Dede Ayew. Alute targets 5 titles. Hey. Then you have a 3 years rallying cry. Otuado must pick winners over loyalty. Back page of the Daily Graphic Sports has the story. And that's I think that's the final newspaper. So those are the stories on the various newspaper that were brought to you, the newspaper review segment. We're going for a quick break, and then we'll go from the break. We move straight to Befikrom.
Okay.
Well, we'll bring you Amina Biu tells us more about the SM from Edu Herbal. Don't go away. We'll ride back.
Tony. Dr. Du Muhammad say me nka SM fat say nyame nhyira wo bia nyame nya obi bia kese na said de enne me ba me dofo all kan abusua ya di abroni atumi ansa Dr. Du baya wa besa Dr. Due yenye udeni edek yesi nkwa sombo onkwa som yebo and it was SMS every edu heba hospital anna era number to do so edebebo ade say ye de sanya de a ewo sisie ni ntin ani nompemu ye nkoto dwemu ni atutu ase amafia ye damma wapomuden asipia sita na ye wia ye di bonus na atuato eno ne ye se ye di busu ye sister no to atese watenga no ewu kojo tro nyanyane no brim no asori gina wo enenti efan say enam betena ase ye dey SM just na dey mewuram because me do get na no tanya nyame aka SM ya busan fa me TV so bi won ankom wo gina get na no do so aka me the box empty box and everything TV so but me da trade am point say wa mo akoma tom se me ntwenam ka say wi am age ne boko enenti abusan ya say e do bajo atrema adanside nankasa na nam eno ntina medru ya na SM no obi apesa onje emfiri mensem na bottom ne ba kwampo driver no ko je nam se na no Thursday me ba obi je ene dem mo bi anje ana me de aba enenti me do foot say papa no osore utaso no kan osese wato graphic am obi kenkan no mata no de gan kan ni nyina ma me ne mo kan ne brofum etimi da na betwi translation so I say SM bitches e do e de abasa ye de ba ama aware de amefie ayede ama enkoda ni age ekunu mu ani age ama yire no so ani age enne na atemi chimwi ame ma na SM bitches ba kufu 1 onfe nkofie na mi wi ade eta chire nya kata na beta chire de ama no boko enye ni nyina ha kwa ho ene nti sa wato graphic am obi kenkan na ye ho Mr. Odi kan ye no wo ye be ma entrance ma be mangu na wona no abomatwo man na wona mo a sister bra wati mu sade ni nkoyi apomude ni hosa woni oba no konhye mu a wuti mu se dodo aka to be ko wantimi anko minute ade to so no kekekeke no wantimi SM bitches ye edru asa wono mu asa wo de no wo ko on say normal we na kata ko mo pa san na ete pa boko na SM de be akọ pa so ati e class for yourself our classroom no anama wi a na for ba na ka say wo be mem obana ma fans enya de obe wi no ka to say de we ye ni there bi ebusia so wi na obana ka say de ye tumi ye ni na kire say problem wo ho yade wo ho bibi wo nipadua ni mu a enko yie bibi wo osisi mu no ma enko yie o mema ye ne ensipi entita na Dr. Du so say ensesa wotena se emma oba ejojo wo sa na ensesa wotena se emma be ma so obejojo oba so atiase emmechi oba branet samento na nyojo mi na enso de nko okwa me ba so bia ma na beto aso eno na chese wadwuma no wa anya nwi eni ti Dr. Du say SM bites oba nom be ma nom me pa chow unya 18 years ya enom uyo ba wafafura enom o breastfeeding so a enom why CS ya freyen number no screen ni so natural months a wanya ansana ebe mo anoma ya ma wanom oba se ubu nsa na emeyi menamai se boso me so na me bu nsa na se me ama nti se bibi ni na mo menti because menti pen bia eno na chasa wo yoba enya de aboso me ne so a abusua na obi di wada ne calendar o chasa obetie ma ofie buo yansa na wakọ ne boss osa aboso me asutua meka because the da wo be ye ne fie ho ne brono ne so no obi abehu say yes oboso me aso na ye ya so ene aboso me na so nyati say wo tim onyati say wo ntimi ankwaduma o ye so dadem wo yare ene na aboso me aso oni calendar o wada ne calendar madam emo bi fa na ne calendar wane dem boy aden bra SM bites so say beboawo ama watimi abu nsaboko ama black cloth ni nyina anane abesia ko kama wonti etiam obi ampota wabu nsa so we oba na abu sana mi aba kama nkasa na ma feel comfortable wutim so wankasa no ohun yo de because se free ya ho besen kwa wona wotu so we yefu mu ayodin ohun ni padua ni mu ayodin because se eye ba na ebetom a e ma osan no se ba na ebetom e ba betom ko fra abusunya nya easy won so na ma abofron when your man says, oh, it isn't so rough, not Miss Abuna, and no one who say, why ready so well. It's a normal science. Na Saudi and any ba nebetum. Bosumi be no bosumi ensa o messon and ma e wo bran so a wonye mu a ebusua pe SMB test na no wo se ni na ba besane abesia ko ama nwato afen so no se wonya o menses from day 1 about 7 days afe e to asoko no na so ti ba 6 days e so ti ba 5 days 4 days e wo so mo sa wo say dia aka na embae no e wo hefa aka wo akawa ya se wo enti awasa wonom SMB test na enani moja SMB test na ni moja ebe na ne de aka wo na aya clotting na abobon tonto a na ebe da ne fibroid anase ebe ye bibi aya sisi aka wo wawudie nim no ebe na ne na afi wo ama na besia ko na wo ho ato afi wo na mo say yes wo do say so boka say yes be oba afi ono yo oba na besa wo fa nyinsan ya SMB test na ni moja no ama de sisi a wo de na no akwan ni nyina besia ko wi a wo be say afi pa na dem na wa fa afro wa wo de na to me na hwe say dem ha dwen o do ba so kan so ba na be ha dwen ofie e na no ma bi so de ba to be ne ba ne ye nti asase say din no agba ne to di within 2 months dem fi asase say Ebusia o wa fa about me to atase SMB test nti e kasa na ani age because ye de ensese ebo ebi say ye adwuma kese adansi dia eba SMB test no do so enti na me kan farm on say to be ma o yire to be ma okun na entu ya de ase because mo no a ye adwuma 15 butrim na ne na mo honam onam ye de do adwuma timi so wotimi de adwuma e wo abonten ko office timi ye adwuma kama osisi nim etimi ya kama e clear paint na bibi e wo osisi nim enu nkoto dwenim nyina firi wo woti adwuma yi ama hwato na akodem so a eno ya friend side effect friend side benefit because no madro ni wi adobenya na ekire no eno kwambo na do so bonus no na ya na ede obi koto dia na wa nto so a what told you na tua ka bi no pento so wan to ne so ase da bi aduane ne menni eto so ka tuwa bi no eno na ka no bonus no so atiase to no SMB test ya bonus na ba de na che no e de so betimi ahama afa odem o so na bra kwa so je no yesi so ara o ma fans say yes wo be memu na edre abuso ya to agu o man ga na mu ha ba bia pharmacy shop bia benya bi herbal shop bia benya bi chemical shop bia benya bi koto SMB test na o kwa so social movement o spiritual movement o social media open the trendy and strong man me pacho shatter movement edoro na American wasem no simiso na American wasem no sincere mate na American wasem no senior minister na American wasem no edra one man no akasa man ho fans when am to say yes what charge na anam and no empty number no that screen so me da ho fa me say me see try me photo and I no papa be share mo so try me photo am on phone no so ayeba na the pacho delete it your number no time teacher photo abusia number Nerika na 0558 379545 0558 379545 and no the filler according to Dr. Edu. Second number is 0201 044221 0201 044221. Last number is 0243 989368 0243 989368. Number 3 na me dafo fra eba edu heba hospital na ye no wedi nkomo kan how train wa boda bridge wukojo to me pacho free nye no nkasa na edro free edu heba hospital ana eba ayaresa bia busuan yakwadare ewa yarehwanya yaresa nyine mu ye tu stroke kwase ema obi a oyare stroke adahwache na obi a won se de edu no na chi nyina yekro ya bo ne pampers ababa wa fedu ansore no yi pampers no ne ekono eho asem ana meka eni se stroke no ache nipa no ache wache no fane brain mankasim ba fikrom eho na headquarters no ewo abusuan odo mankasim station o ko ba fikrom obecho kawe fro na bra obedu wono ma abusuan be hwewo ama ode hye no ne ho ato no kama ye what ne nso emu ofe emu ode obedem say yes wo da fie wo da yare sabia nso asa wo dwodwo ho hotel ba bi because ya no VIP was ana normal was obewram nya afi na akọ yarefo a waba yare sabia na afi wo koja na no akosa lai amba cho ye ho ye nya sa wo wankasa o facility ne bibia ye intact o toilet and bath shem anything no bibia ye kama o change o patient ho a obi nyina wa wo hwe obi wonu ma just ye kofa enipa be time be salai won anim say de be ye change ne ho do da ne nchen o hu ne ho me pacho edu hospital ye ntisa ya ma obi ane what o so any wo de usika ekuta won eho adwuma na ebe ya ma ho ene nti no medafo to be kafa nipa na ne ho atochema no bibi ha no fa ne brain wo edu ye ba hospital na Awurade andom ona doctor do so de nubra nua ha ban ene dua hini efa yade biada etu ase ene nti enya stroke kwa na yesa yade biada sente hye wa na ye wa eno de me boso because na no pani bi de ne ba bre me na me mani ba kwa nso me yam hye me utimu se asma na wa ne ho ache but Awurade adom odu edu he ba hospital last week utimu se ye stabilize ni we na bibia e kama edu no anapa me sure ya na me sempacho mo to say osanyame adom efri na no e ba e ne Thursday no ma bim eyesa na afi me ho atom na me ho ayem de won say oye adwuma wie na huhu emfaso hu sade na ekona koyesa na ho aye wo de enya de wa ya wie na afi wo wi na yam hyehyɛ sade me e be fa na emfa edrebe ya na enye yi enya try and error ewo edu heba hospital ebusuafo ye ma wodro na ye de ensese ye boka se dro na de ma ya de ye ewo osui eso adro ni na wotwe asebetu na wotwe menu asebetu na wotwe miansa asebetu ampanso no ebedu wono na wanto wasori a okwo wuyi achia kwa ochia osimi ma chia na wokọ ba bi enne ne ya de bia etete wo emmema na mokọ dwaba mumu na nkwada hwere agire mumu na ye tisi so ewo mumu mepa mancho edu eba hospital edro papa ho no ma oba ebeba ama ho acho mepa acho wo enya yaresa bia oba ye ma odo na ene kochina kobra ansa na waye o ye machine sakase egu no mabusuan oba yade be exam efru trimesu nase ne on say yade na efri ya na eba ya ha ene ha eje do we ne yade be ma na ewia emu
All right, so welcome back from the Bayfi Chrome, bringing you up to speed with the happenings from Edu Heba. There's no time to enter into another conversation, which will be coming up in a short while. We'll be turning our attention to look at what has happened in the crypto space. Or cryptocurrency has been one of the things a lot of people are looking at. So we want to have a conversation on what crypto adoption in Ghana is and its opportunities and challenges. We'll be looking at that. We're supposed to have done this last week, but because we meet our team, so we agreed to do it today. Are you also into cryptocurrency?
Not yet. I want to have as much information about it, and if I would like to put my money there. Yeah, I'm being careful.
You're being careful, right?
I want to put my money, but if it's a good investment scheme, why not?
Oh, no.
Once, at least, if for nothing at all, my capital should be safe, should be protected, if that is guaranteed. But in any investment that can lead to me losing my capital, it's a no-go area.
Investment is always a risk.
Yes, but I mean the level of risk involved. If the risk
you have
is
to
too
measure
high,
the risk. Whether you also have the capacity
to accept that risk.
That's also another thing.
So
it's one thing people do not look like at when they are taking investment risk.
Yeah.
So the risk involved, you have to assess yourself.
Yeah.
How emotional you will become. Will it affect you before you take those ventures? So,
in the case that I lose everything, will I survive?
Will you survive? That's also another question there.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot of things that really goes on in that space when it comes to investments. But I believe that you'll be able to see yourself out of it and as you move on. But it's something that has not been taught. Mentally, we've not been able to prepare our people well psychologically to see that what investment can I do? Do I have to know myself to know my risk factors? How can I take risk? And how do I take, if the unforeseen happens, how do I take it? So all these things come to play. And for me, that is very, very key thing that I think we should be looking at as a nation, instead of just leaving it in the hands of a few, thinking people should be able to accept when things happen. So, but it's not everybody that can accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, you want to check that, and it's important to check the risk factors.
The risk involved.
Any investment you want to do, and then see yourself as to whether I have the capacity to be able to accept things if things don't go right.
Yeah.
How do I take things? It's a key thing when it comes to investment. But if you can take the risk, there's always a risk factor with everything we do. Even picking a public transport is a risk.
Yeah.
But you put that trust that the person, you might not know the person, but you believe the person should be able to take you to wherever you are going.
Yeah.
And that's also another risk that you are ready to take it. So maybe you need to factor it one day.
I would like to listen to what thing and I mean ask all the questions I have, get all the clarification I need, and then go and think through.
Before you think of doing it.
Before I think of doing it.
Well, but I can assure you, you can do it. You can do it. Well, the Ghana electricity consumers, Ghanaian overpaid 1.5 billion for power and demands 11% tariff cut. The electricity consumers may have overpaid an estimated 1.5 billion in the fourth quarter of 2025 due to inflated exchange rate and inflation assumptions used in tariff calculations, according to a policy review by the Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy.
So what rates did they use in making the calculation?
The rate they used in the first quarter in making the calculation, 11.9735 to $1.
11 point in first quarter.
in the first quarter.
Okay, so
in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter.
To the dollar in the fourth quarter. And this was further adjusted to 12.3715 to account for under recovery claims. They later adjusted it again. So stealing from the people. Meanwhile, at that time, the rate was 10.87.
10.87. And they were using 12.7.
They were using 12.35. 12.37.
Well, I mean, ECG has to answer that.
No, they need to refund those money.
And tell us why. Because, I mean, of course, I understand that in making projections, you cannot get it right by using the exact rate. But at least the difference shouldn't be that much.
It was.
Yeah.
Because what they did was, they projected the exchange rate at 11.97 to the dollar for quarter 4. And they further adjusted it to 12.37.
So it was a deliberate adjustment to make for...
And then the question was to account for under recovery claims.
Oh. But if you are under collecting, I mean, those of us who are paying are not those who are supposed to bear the brunt.
The point. Meanwhile, the this thing was 10.87 to the dollar, resulting in what the report describes as 1.100 per dollar on everybody. And when you apply the total quarterly electricity consumption of 6,459 megawatts hour, assuming 60% of generation costs are dollar dominated, the estimated consumers paid approximately was 1.5 billion in costs utility did not incur. So those losses, ECG did not incur those losses, and they took those money from the consumers. The report also highlighted discrepancies in the inflation project. PURC applied 12.43% annual inflation rate in the quarter 4. Actual inflation for the quarter 4 was 6.6, nearly half the projected figure. And despite successive tariff increase, revenue performance at ECG remained volatile. ECG recorded 1.4 billion in revenue in April before the first round of increases. Revenue declined to 1.3 billion in May after a 14.75% hike and rose to 1.6 billion in June, but fell again to 1.3 billion in August, despite further upward adjustments. So the CM argues that the exchange rate now is 10.99 to the dollar, and projected for quarter 1, inflation was 3.4. Failure to implement a significant tariff reductions would undermine the credibility of the quarterly review. So this is where it is. I wish we could get Prof of the CSM to talk to us on this tomorrow, to throw more light as to how they arrive at those figures. Now, if you look at the cocoa industry, if you look at all the newspaper today, it's like the cocoa has dominated almost everything. Now, the economist, Professor Peter Corte, has also called for structural reforms at the cocoa board, cautioning that salary reduction alone will not resolve the institute financial difficulties.
Of course. I mean, how much were they?
20%
and 10. It will make no difference. I mean, they said they were making 40 million Ghana cedis throughout the period. So that is 5 million a month. And for the 8 months, for the 8 months left in this current crop season, they are going to make 40 million. It cannot do anything. I mean, it can just do a little, but that is not the way forward. The way forward is the reforms that are needed in the whole cocoa sector regarding pricing, regarding the loan agreements they make, regarding export of the beans, which the president has said that in the new reforms, we are going to retain half of the beans produced in the country.
And now they are adding that the board has also agreed that they will not take sitting allowance for the rest of the 2025-26 crop season.
Somebody asked the question. Somebody asked the question, and I think it's a legitimate question. Maybe there's something I don't understand. But Mr. L, you and I work here at MBN TV, and we go for meetings, right? When we go for meetings, are we giving whatever meat allowance or per diem or whatever it is?
No, the point is.
So why is it that for public sector workers, when they go for some of these meetings, they receive, because the meeting is part of the work you do. If you are not in that meeting, you'll be doing the meeting that you went for. It is part of the work you do. So why would you go for a meeting, 2 hours, 30 minutes, 3 hours meeting, 5 hours meeting, which is part of your work? The meeting is in your part of your work, and then you receive allowance for that. Maybe there's something about public service I don't understand.
Those are board members. You are not a board member.
So are board members paid, or their allowance only comes from the meetings?
Come from the meeting.
They don't receive salary. Board members are not on salary.
No.
Well, then it makes sense if that is the case. But if they receive salaries and then they also receive... Look, when they put people in places of responsibility, it should not just be about the money, the allowance they receive, the per diem and all of that, the sitting allowance, the suit allowance, tie allowance and all of that. That is why people are just trying to get in some of those positions, not considering the work involved. I saw the question sometime last week. So it is part of your work. The meeting is part of your work, which you were aware of before employment. So why would you... So as I'm on MBN this morning, as when Bishop calls me that, Bernard, there's a meeting I want you to... So you are not going to be on the morning show. So I'll appear on the meeting and tell Bishop that give me allowance because I came for the meeting. What if I didn't go for the meeting? I will still be working for the company.
You see, the point is this. Board chair and members are paid.
Okay, so apart from the board, does the management members receive such allowances and whatever?
Yeah.
Bonuses?
They also do.
Are they paid? Yes, they are paid. They receive salary. So why should they be going for meetings?
The point is that the board are responsible for overseeing the company's operation and strategic direction.
If it is their board, I can understand.
They'll be paid.
But for management, what's the salary?
Paid.
Now, also
paid.
Oh, I mean,
that's the public sector for you. Private sector now back
anyway.
I have coffee.
And so they said they are not going to take anyway after that.
For the season 2025.
Okay, if they are taking it away, then that is reform. But if they are just for a period, this is not reform.
Hey, somebody take big budget. My friend, I don't know what kind of better. Over there budget.
So
over there budget. This way now
Cocoa need reforms. In fact, someone even said that they need to downsize. So all the workers of Cocoa Board, are they really needed? Or there are people who are just in there and look, we should look at a lot of things. I understand that this is also going to affect people's livelihood. But if the sector is suffocating, if you are paying people and they are not doing anything, shouldn't we be looking at... Because when a company is suffocating, they look at all sectors, including labor. If they need to downsize, they downsize, just so the company will still be in operation. So, I mean, Cocoa Board, I agree that they need major reforms, not just 8 months salary decrease, 10% near there. I'm talking about reforms that will go the long way to make Cocoa Board a profitable, entity. But this current arrangement, I don't think is sustainable. And look, the people calling for the the full 3,600 Ghana cedis we pay for the truth is that it's not sustainable unless we are saying that government should go and borrow money from somewhere to come and pay Cocoa Board. But the truth is, and consider Ben, can we be doing some of these things? At a point, we need to take drastic decisions, right? Even if it will have serious consequences at the time, will it help in the medium to long term? If it will help, then that is the way to go. Yes, the farmers are not happy. Obviously, they will not be happy. But in the long term, the decisions we are making right now, will it help the farmers in the long term? The question we should be asking ourselves is this sustainable? Should we keep the status quo so that anytime Cocoa Board is in debt, anytime the prices of cocoa on the world market reduces, the government will be forced to go and borrow money that is meant for other things, to come and use that to top up whatever is able to be, to pay the farmers. That is not sustainable. That is not how to run an entity. And it is not Ghana alone, Mr. L. Last week we sat here and said that even our colleagues in Cote d'Ivoire, the same thing. People are hoarding their beans. They don't want to sell their beans because the prices have reduced. So this is not, if you are saying that, oh, I'm buying kobo bisian and fambe tiakoko for kadia, but honestly, prices of beans on the world market has reduced, and government would have to go and borrow to come and pay, and it is increasing our public debt. So every decision we make has consequences. But I am looking at the long-term reforms. As the government has communicated, we are going to retain 50% of the beans here. We said that not only should the focus be on manufacturers' ability to produce the beans, but the market should be created so that when those products are made, there will be market to buy them. And if the market is created, the industries are saying that they are able to produce the beans, then let's give them the opportunity to produce the beans rather than, once we continue to depend on the world market, we'll be subject to the volatility. We can't do anything about it, right, as we are experiencing. So it is about the reforms. It is about the pricing regime. I read something about the pricing regime that Brazil uses, which is quite different. Brazil, they don't engage. The government is not really involved. It's about the farmer facing the buyers themselves.
Okay.
And the government is not involved in this one. If we can look at things around that area.
Okay, now let's go to the phone line, and we have the tax expert in the person of Foster Octin Amaku. Good morning, sir.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Grace is keeping us fine. The last time, yeah, I can hear you very loud and clear. The last time we were supposed to talk about the crypto adoption in Ghana, the opportunities and the challenges that come when the people want to do investment. There are various investment which we'll be picking on before through to the Ghana month, right? Ghana month is somewhere after this week.
Yeah.
So we know that Ghana's crypto adoption is on the rise, with approximately about 17% of the adult population, right? 3 million people are engaging in the crypto business in Ghana in the past year, generating around $3 billion in trade volumes between July 2023 and June 2024. We know there are opportunities in that sector. My question this morning with you, that we're looking at a law that is expected to boost investor confidence in this area. Do you think the new law will boost crypto adoption in the country?
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity this morning to continue discussions that we've been having on financial issues in Ghana. Like you talked about the cryptocurrency, last year, 2025, the law was passed. It's at every stage of the adoption by Ghana. So definitely a new policy that has been adopted at this early stage will definitely have some teething problems. But with time, Ghanaians will adjust to, and then people will know the challenges with the regulations that have been passed. And knowing that it will help us to also adjust ourselves as a state and possibly have some changes to the new act that has been passed. But I believe it's in the right direction that Ghana as a country decided to pass that law, whereby we accept the cryptocurrency as a legal for the various transactions that various individuals may decide to adopt. So to me, for now, what I would say is that the passage of the law into the passage of the cryptocurrency as an act of parliament last year is in its right directions, and let's give ourselves some few years to assess more of its impact, and then that is where we'll know more challenges that pertains to it, and then we will adjust our own to it. However, there are, like we said, there are some few challenges with it. talk about the risk aspect of it, where there is no guarantee of the transactions being done, and some of these few challenges. But I think it is too early yet for us to criticize the new law that has been passed. Let's give some time so that we'll be able to gather more information about the cryptocurrencies in Ghana, how its activities are unfolding, so that we can make some few adjustments to the acts that have been passed with regards to the use of the cryptocurrency. And I believe now these currencies are mostly used for hedging and activities of those nature. For now, our city has been a little bit stabilized, and therefore it's a good sign for these currencies. And with time, we'll be able to have more time to digest deep into the use of the cryptocurrency in Ghana.
We know when it comes to the cyber or the computer sector of things, people doing things in the cyber space, we need some innovation. Can Ghana balance, looking at the regulation we are putting, can we balance this with innovation in the crypto space?
Oh yes, we can balance it, and it's better to have something than to sit on the bench and allow things to unfold the way it used to be. Definitely, looking at the cyber space, there are a lot of advantages. There are a lot of countries are turning around things that we think that at a stage of where we have reached, we as a country have also taken advantage of that space and also benefit from it. So I believe that yes, Ghana have the potential to also take advantage of the new policies that also new to the benefit, and at the end it will help boost the economy to some level. And I've always maintained that the economic success of the country is largely depend on a lot of activities that are all done, so that together we have a very positive economic impact. So I believe it's good, like you mentioned about the revenue that we generated, over $3 billion for this activity. Obviously, it will end up giving us some tax revenue. It will end up giving us some boost in our economy. And I believe Ghana as a whole is gradually taking advantage of the policies and then the laws. And to me, it's a good time for national development as the country is concerned.
Well, if you look at the new law, which is expected to boost the crypto adoption in Ghana, is by providing a clear regulatory framework and also protecting users from fraud and scams. The Virtual Asset Service Provider Bill 2025 legalizes the cryptocurrency trading and also establishing licensing requirement for services, which you've mentioned some key benefits like regulatory clarity, consumer protection, and financial inclusion. The Bank of Ghana will also oversee the sector. But my question is, what specific regulation do you think will have the most impact on the crypto adoption in Ghana?
Yes, that question again is on my end also.
Okay, I was looking at the key benefits of the law, which was passed in 2025, where it provides a clear framework for the crypto businesses to operate and also protects users from fraud and scam, and increases access to financial services for the unbanked population, and encourages innovation and investment in the crypto space. But my question is, what specific regulation do you think will have the most impact on our crypto adoption in Ghana?
Oh, thank you very much. I believe, so far as the regulations are concerned, I believe the cyber security regulations are correct on the cyber between various regulations that we have in Ghana here, regarding our cyber security. All these regulations are to ensure protection for the people who invest in the field. So far as the regulations are concerned, I will not specifically mention one or the but all the regulations pertaining to policy functions, and in Ghana we have other cyber security regulations that all support and ensure that cyber security is protected. So as we speak now, I see this we're talking about all these regulatory policies. I want to accept that to protect the ordinary people who are doing the investment. And like we said, the passing of the law have people regulations to protect customers and then people who invest the future activity. We have also other cyber security laws, and most of these cyber security laws are basically have an aspect of it that is to ensure protection of people. My focus mostly based on adherence to the laws that the Act has created that we should protect the people. Sometimes you have some of these laws in the finally put in the Act, but our challenge has been as to whether we are putting in place and ensuring that the law actually works to the perfection. This is where the challenge has always been, so far as our people are concerned. Most of these laws that protect the investors are finally stated in the Act. And in Ghana here, look at the banking regulations, look at the various banking laws. When you go to the Act, they are not unclear. So in terms of protection, with regards to the purpose of the people, the laws are clear that if we are supposed to follow and if we follow the law to the letter, it means that the people who invest there are safe. But our challenge has been to ensure a strong implementation of the law to the letter. So, not a specific law I want to focus on, but the laws that the Act has stipulated that these laws should protect the people are what I believe that the actors, that the state should ensure that these laws are properly functioned. And if they are properly functioned, then I believe that the interest of the stakeholders and the investors will be protected. So my focus has always been not to discuss a specific law, but to let us discuss politically the methodology and then the approach to put in place to ensure that these laws stated in there vis-a-vis other laws that regulate legal tendency, the cyber security laws are all properly functioned. And if they are properly functioned, then we can be assured that investors will have full confidence and their money and others will be protected from fraud and then other cyber space that people use in trying to distract the benefits that investors are likely to get from their investment. So my approach and my view have been with ensuring adherence to the regulatory framework, adherence to the laws in the Act that protect the interests of the ordinary. Thank you.
All right, quite interesting. For those of you who just joined us, we're looking at the adoption of the crypto business in the country. Ghana's economy could benefit. could benefit from the crypto adoption, but it depends on how well the risks are managed, because it comes with risk, and the potential benefit like increased financial inclusion and also innovation are significant. However, the risks such as financial instability and illicit activities can't be ignored. That is why we're having this conversation. So if Ghana can implement those effective regulations like you're saying and the oversight, the benefits might outweigh the risk. And this could also require collaboration between the regulatory bodies, industry players, and other stakeholders. But given this, the areas you've mentioned, do you think we should still, because given the uncertainties, a caution approach must be the best? Do you think Ghana should start with the pilot programs, monitor progress, and adjust the regulations as needed? Hello, Foster.
Hello.
Yes, I was asking that, given the uncertainties surrounding, I was thinking we should find a cautious approach would be the best way to go. And I'm asking you if you think Ghana should start with a pilot program and monitor the process and also adjust regulations as needed.
Yes, already there is regulations in place.
Yeah.
So since there is regulations in place, that is the most important thing. And not necessarily a pilot system. Already the regulation has set out what we need to do. If we are to go into it, we are already there. So it's not about the pilot system, because if it's a new approach or if it's something new that we are bringing up, then it means that we have to talk about to do it in a pilot system. That might have been done from years back before the aspect of the law got to the final conclusion, and now we are in a full implementation of it. So the law is passed. So it's not about me going to think of having a pilot done. No, we are bypassed that stage. And we now, as we speak now, all that we need to do is to put in place corrective measures, so that to put in place a protective mechanism to ensure that the stakeholders, the investors who benefit from their investment, and it will help the system, it will help those who want to hedge against inflation, it will help the businesses who want to use it to plan their activities well, and it also helps the nation to also improve our economic factors. So for now, what we need to do is to put in place measures so that Ghana as a country, the citizens who do business will all benefit from the adoption of the cryptocurrency. So when we are talking, we are not supposed to go back, but we are supposed to move forward. As we move forward to, if there are corrective measures that we need to put in place, we have to do that. So that as we move forward, we will get the benefit of having these new policies in place.
But here's a case, a country that needs some education, but a lot of people who still don't understand what the crypto adoption is all about. Don't you think we should be looking at educating the masses to understand the investment and the risk that goes with it?
Yes, it's first of all, I actually want to thank you for the programs you are having on your television. It seems what you are doing is so unique in all the areas that you are having. They are so unique. Crypto is the whole country just passed the law last year. So a new law passed, it means that it's few Ghanaians who have knowledge, many people don't know what the cryptocurrency is all about. So what we need to do is that we need to bring to the attention of the population, we need to bring to the attention of labor institutions, if we are able to do more education on it, there is a tendency that we are going to get more people who are going to benefit from the cryptocurrency. And as more people benefit, the same way the benefit that goes to the sea will also increase. So educating the masses, educating the public is the way that we need to go. Especially people who want to go into investment, people who are dealing in foreign transactions, peer-to-peer transactions, all these areas. A lot of people are involved in new activities, but when it comes to their hedging abilities, their expertise, many people don't know that crypto is a way that we can take advantage, and it will also help various organizations, companies to plan their activities and to also help good profit with good planning. So the idea that as a state we need to also find a means to educate the masses, educate institutions is a very good one, and our ability to ensure proper understanding education is the way to go. That will help organizations boost their income revenue and also help the state also increase its revenue and also improve the economic situations of the country. So I strongly believe education is the way to go to bring to the attention of the market cryptocurrency as a legal and illegal activity that the government through the Bank of Ghana licenses other institutions to go into it.
Well, I just want you to do me a favor by giving me a summary in a tree before you take leave of us.
Tell me.
If you can give me a summary in a tree, then before you say bye-bye to us.
Okay. I'm okay, so they say yes, it is you are giving yourself the cryptocurrency. Yede abamanu ayọ̀tọ̀ ní cryptocurrency Bank of Ghana ẹni ẹ̀dùnmẹ̀kú ahodoɔ ama ẹ̀dùnmẹ̀kú ahodoɔ license a wɔn ti ɛde di sɛ dwumadie ɛwɔ ɔman yi mu sɛ nkaso bebree wɔ so na ɛdùnmẹ̀kú bebree sɛ yɛbɛte deɛ cryptocurrency no esitiɛ ɛyɛ sika bi nso a aban so bi aba. Sɛdeɛ sika yɛdi n'emu so nhyehyɛeɛ no wɔ mmara no nsonsoeɛ mu kakra nti anɔpa yi yɛpɛ sɛ nyinaa ho te aseɛ de sɛ yɛwɔ sika bi so a aban ade ato mu a ne kɔtɔ kasa no yɛfrɛ no crypto currency na mmom saa sika no wontumi mfa nkɔtɔ adeɛ sɛdeɛ nnɛ wɔde Ghana cedi ɛnam ɛkɔtɔ nneɛma no na mmom yɛde adi dwa sonko binom te sɛ yɛmfa ne sɛ wopɛ sɛ wokɔtɔ nneɛma bi firi baabi a wobɛfiri ne no adi ano nnɛ yɛsɛ bibi agent ɛwɔ nitadeɛ bi boɔ ɛbɛkɔ soro no wotumi de saa sika no nso adi twa ɛno nti ɛyɛ ade a mfaso bebree nso ɛwɔ ɛso amanfoɔ ahodoɔ mo yɛ business ahodoɔ no ɛbɛgyina sɛ wotumi hyehyɛ wo nneɛma yie ɛnka ɔmo a motumi kɔ amanɔne ɛsɛsa nneɛma ɛde ɛka no du baabi a na hoɔden no akɔ fam na aba soro no sɛ ɔwɔ saa adwuma akɛseɛ ebedu baabi sɛ mobɛkɔ akɔfa nneɛma bi afiri amanɔne ɛde aba ɛne n'asefoɔ no monhwehwɛ cryptocurrencies akyiri akwan ɔmo so ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ investment ahodoɔ bi nom no investment asset no ɔmo mpɛ cryptocurrencies ne bi na ɔmo ɛngye ho nimdeɛ na ɛno nso yɛ kwan bi a ebetumi aboa adwuma ahodoɔ ɛne ɔmo sika a ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo de edi adwuma no na yɛde akɔ hɔ wiase sisa na yɛn nso yɛ asesa yɛn ho ɛyɛ ade a cryptocurrency no ɛtumi aboa aman ahodoɔ bebree enyumaku ahodoɔ nso bebree ɛwɔ hɔ enti yɛn nso as ɔman Ghana no yɛapase mmara a Ghana mmara no ho ma kwan sɛ yɛtumi edi saa cryptocurrency no edi dwumadie na Bank of Ghana ɛne Ghana ban ahunu mfasodeɛ a ebetumi aboa yɛn ebetumi aboa adwumaku ahodoɔ ɛne nti ne yɛka kyerɛ dasama nyinaa ne sɛ wiase dane ho a na nso wadane ho business ahodoɔ ne companies ahodoɔ na amowɔ no sɛ kwan bi wɔ hɔ a mobetumi afa so na ɛbɛboa mo ama mo adwuma no akɔ so yi a ɛne ebehia sɛ wobɛhwɛ saa kwan n'akyi na cryptocurrency ɛnso yɛ kwan bi a ɛno nso betumi aboa ama businesses enyumakuo ahodoɔ atumi akɔ so enti mɛsɛ sɛ mo nyinaa momɛhwɛ cryptocurrency akyi akwan yɛnni cryptocurrency ho nkɔmmɔ na yɛmfa cryptocurrency nyɛ adwuma na ɛno nso betumi aboa ɛma enyuma ahodoɔ no a yɛyɛ no etumi agyina brane ɛwɔ yɛkɔ yɛnim ɛwɔ ho bɛda mu nyinaa se anɔpa yi ɛwɔ kwanya a yɛn na yɛde adi yɛwɔ nkɔmmɔ no
Ora Foster Oting Amwako, MBN, so yes, yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful week. So we're talking to he's a tax expert and also financial consultant in the person of Foster Oting Amwako, throwing more lights on this. Remember the president will be giving the State of the Nation's address on the 27th.
Yes, 27th is Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
So
yeah,
you'll be talking to the nation, the president, Osadifo, 27th of February will deliver the second State of the Nation's address 10 a.m. at the floor of Parliament in accordance with Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution. Onye bedin komo and komo twetwe ni bi ekodi no for cryptocurrency. We want to have some conversation on cryptocurrency. I mean, some key factors will influence the outcome. A clear, robust framework can mitigate risk and also foster innovation. Strong protection can build trust and prevent scams, and effective oversight on the prevent crypto volatility from destabilizing the economy will also there. So I believe that once we've decided to adopt our regulatory framework is developing, and oversight can be a challenge for us as a nation. Those are the risks. Investor may be exposed to scam and fraud if adequate protection aren't in place. When it comes to the crypto, the volatility can pose risks to financial stability if not properly regulated. So I believe that the Bank of Ghana coming out with a regulation to regulate that aspect of investment, it will go a long way, because crypto can be used for money laundering.
Yeah, it's a major area that people exploit.
Yeah. Because it's for hedging. The money you are investing there is for hedging.
Yeah.
So it could be used for financial terrorists, financing and other illicit activities. So that is why those are the risk factors that goes with the crypto. But apart from that, it can offer an alternative traditional assets and diversify Ghana's economy. Those are one of the benefits. And also, it can also provide a cheaper and a faster way for Ghanaian abroad to send money home. Remittances, and also regulate the crypto space can attract investment. It also fosters innovation and create jobs for people to go in there. It increases access to financial services for the unbanked people. I mean, we have a lot of unbanked population, promoting economic growth and also reducing poverty. So this is what government has been able to do. So Ghana's adoption could bring both opportunities and it could bring challenges. Like Otin said, it has these teething problems to come with. If we follow the regulations, Bank of Ghana will oversee the sector, focusing on consumer protection, while the financial stability and risk management. And then the security as well as SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission, will also play a role in regulating the cyber-related businesses. So the Bank of Ghana's will oversee the sector focusing on consumer protection, financial stability, and risk management. Whilst SEC will also make sure that regulating the cyber related businesses will be the answer. Whilst the law is a significant step forward, challenges remain, such as implementing regulation and ensuring compliance. These are the two key things I'm looking at. I mean, implementing regulation and compliance is one of the significant step forward, and that remains a challenge. But I believe that we'll be able to scale over it. Scale over it. It's actually crypto adoption in Ghana. I mean, you say you want to look at it now.
Yes. I mean, the challenge with regards to regulation was quite obvious when he spoke, but understand that it can be an avenue where people. I was trying to read a little around it. But crypto trading, somebody has just drawn my attention that we have a serious crypto trader in the house. So I should see him for for more advice. Yes, I would get in touch. But I think it's a good area that we can explore.
Very good area. We should explore. I always tell people there's nothing like risk. Risk is a risk, but you have to take it. And then now that it has been regularized in the country, you are safeguarded in a way. The Bank of Ghana coming in makes it much a safe haven. 053-715-8638. And number sounds a bit to me afraid. Yaka Coco wants some, the Coco board, say financial crisis and a hit one with debt totaling about 32.9 billion cedis. That's about $3 billion. As of February 2026, this month, I can say, it's a board no only license buying companies over 10 billion. That is about 909 million US dollars for cocoa bean supply since November 2025, leaving farmers unpaid. But I buy so about homody. So which we treat as a cano, ama LBCs, almost to farmers. And the interesting converting, 5.8 million legacy debt to equity. You don't see idea buying so every himself obey. So you can call it. So I know our lady now work with crystal adoption in the country on 053-715-8638. Or by details of this conversation next Monday, I'll bring another aspect that we have to look at. We have to look at now it has been adopted. We know there's a regulation. What are the laws? How do you get yourself involved into it? How do you get yourself schooled into it? How do you tailor and check from your phone whether your stocks are going or and the whole thing has to do with hedging. Any amount you put there is for hedging. Okay, so that's another aspect of investment which we will talk about come next Monday. So stay with us. We'll bring in you the financial aspect. We'll now financial literacy. We've covered all the other areas and the need for us to make sure that we can get our people out of poverty. Now we're looking at crypto, which is the new baby in the block. Therefore, some is time, but now it's been regularized in the country. So we need to take advantage of it. For those of you who have never tried it, then I'll bring another expert to talk about the crypto and where you can invest, how much you can invest in it as we go. So this last bit of Ghana month, we'll do anything low Ghana month. What about you, John? I like the way your team puts it. So you people are unique. You always have some the uniqueness with the topics you're looking at. So whilst others are not looking, that's what we'll look at. We think that the bread and butter issues are very important for the
very important.
053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can join us. Let's have a conversation. Yanton can pay. Anyone when you hear ne walk basan if you no ko ye any yo no kwake e na agba whatever what no for say bibi also a hard dream which me atwe adwen abaso se ne be DH reporters and call grounds to really find out say ecosystem na also what's say on so let's hear from you. Me enter on 053-715-8638. Aye numbers are obetumi ni atwetwe nkoma aban so obo ne homodin se ne be akoko nsam no ye betumi di ye atwe no bia so ma jono boko nti president so ni be din komo 27 not There's a man penny near Bacassa. Of a cannon was so much near my or by near my way.
On mine
To say.
Yes,
Now, some a course saying,
yeah,
security.
Apomdin fam,
Omdin school.
Fam,
To be
yeah, go and Sam, Betty Boom.
And I did back also about 2 Jenny has to do with that 85 million importers are almost
trying to smuggle.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning, Miriam. Pacho Dino baby of Frefi. Hey, yeah, boy, Western North, at the same. We told Damian more, we told catch up, Papa. Oh, Papa, why is she crack? Ejumano doesn't he? Why is she crack? It's also your man is space. Minimo just all catch me.
I say the former government not any initiative, but they didn't say go there on the I mean, we are who be a good thing. Fine. Yes, what you say, what you want, think a kind of one, sorry. Yes, all like went so much they go put a boy. Aha, you're supposed to be and they go put a boy. Fine.
You. No.
I don't like now, all of a sudden, I'm another way campaign in the year we are for the 2 hours. Oh, by what they say, all the other two that cannot get to look. I'm not here, but not go. Yeah, not a deep cannot be a because no, I is wrong. Or my wife is already mobile, okay, and somebody I need to be responsible up to date. Now, we will go to the internet. May very account or many account. Okay, what account to the air to go to India. Hey, without change them. That's it.
Benjamin Darcy, your boy 053-715-8638. Just for clarity, opinion shared and not from MBN TV. Is our viewers' opinion. Yes, yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
yes, boss. Baja Frosey. Eddie. Yanko, Eddie, Yanko.
And so I just see that we have never all 3 years a couple of points and I say in now the share to see it to the government out this way. You mean I call the idea Odo Kokuna, I ran at the trial you call for Tom as you put your issue. Who share a more like your branch, a ban and this guy come you. Upon the young watching this concern, or you was important and only share a car now. Even if says, how could I many other Chino, Kokuna and Moyano, or what you was young? Ah, Kokuna and Moyano, or the you was young, and some of you Kokun, Artie, or what you was young. And about we banner, we are over, or see only now and yes. Many mamma is making so, or say, I between any animal. The see. I was again 92. And there's now social media. Say, I have group out of this car. Say, I'm always got a demonstration. Say, a friend,
because someone very worried and will feel you in this way. Because every is focused your mind. About the say, what's a thing out to court? No, be after would be a couple of years or how you maybe come from mine. And so, say, everyone talk as you see. Now, also, I'm going to share who came to me that was not that I'm going to say, about who you shot. Then, yes, that's Tidia Aban catcher and I was say, oh, the young man, if you can't you want a giant, that you miss about any woman. They will see Katija, she comes up to even though the Ophelia are in the second now. The vice presidency of the Chicago last year, Okumia Gola, after that, about $1 million. Down in your issue in your Many Okumia, so that's coming now, here, you didn't know my own.
Mr. Medas say from Tabora, 053715863. Chibia Omama sending more text messages. We'll be reading the text messages as well, and then we'll be wrapping up. My bag is already packed. It's just left with me to put my phones and tablets in there. My charger, isn't it? The charger knows into on the near best arrange with you. So, and to be at 10:30 near call. I can't be meeting by a do numbi. I no more to train commands near fact a few text messages. 053715863 a number, sir. Hello, good morning.
Fine morning.
Hey, Amy. I could afford to say. Hey, now one corner I was saying. I was saying one corner. As you said, I said, I star, but you wanted to me talk about it to Uncle.
Oh, networking. Wow, that's good. All the kind of one.
You
networking have been too much.
Oh, that's it.
My chairman, okay, in 1 year,
Yeah, Joseph.
That means you are not good to do. Okay. On a movie, I put you here, on a like the only like the one is already. On a video, only doing our already. Also, for a child. You mamma come out also. And tell me if you have a come and you can know you get up here. And I'm not come out. That you remember what you have a credit down here. Now, you know, and then I go, what up here? So, one by the one. Good 8 years before I came out every day. All bonfire car, everything, you need to one over one. I'm going to have that, and then you know, ever will take off the bonfire. And your man, will leave for the toilet. And you have the tire every before. Now, you know, you got a more and only no way. We can't even put every before 8 minutes all my yet I do, and then my and you know that's the not afraid now. That's why I want to look at your own. Now, someone say about the country. Don't you become a very good. You are not sure you. You're not good enough. Maybe you go in there for you to take a food with you and I can't end before. Maybe before I recruitment here everywhere. What you mean now? I'm not empty before empty protocol. What can someone do before no down with the girl? You can't want to say, all of them, so they're not police and after you get to all of them. All is not the amount of power to me ever. I don't know all to take away power and then maybe before them I got to and I now yet then I'm coming to India, every India. When all have to be out of home. Now, I qualified as a partner. When you have a people, I find there what you do. May you see and see where I go. Now, what's better than the way? When I get to you, do I end the people? When I want to come coming, then I want to hold that you and I can only have a couple. Oh, no, I can't hold you now. Because if they are of the end, no more down. Why do not go about your boy? No, I want to buy him. I want power. Now, you're sure one who can never be now one day. You may say, I want to pass and move the car out of the hour. All my own computer, all my own woman. One word. Any country, all radio stations, they are Woman, no power, don't have a better about a all what the people are looking far. Look at the whole heck. Now, I need to walk on time, not to know about doing the number of the government. And it's because you don't say, I don't know. Now, and my couple, and looking at it, the job with me. No one you know. No one you know, you know, on a kyle, coming to do everything and I was your family should be keeping it and I'll go. I have to say, Papa. And you are right. Never fire to me. About some about it. They not do that. All by the one hour of the year, or my next I must tell with you. I want to use that to make him. If you are listening, I hope one happens. All my goals is wrong out in the Alright. Then they are papa, and the papa is and then sugar party. How many years do I have? You know, 1 year. My call, all the electricity. I don't say it's not your call. So then, my call, what about and I need a water of the water away. What I want to do. Look, the one year of our I want to be a one okay.
Yeah. Okay. AB. AB say obe fire omona omadua ba omo so. 0537158638 is the number. 053. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Yes. Metoka says. I said online sisi so ye. So anka obetumi a position wo ho biom na wa frɛ anka bɛboa me. As a line article 0537158638 a number sir. Also betumi afrɛ akyerɛ wadwe enche bi ebesoro dwumadie so mene agbamo Bernard Aduchi na wa. Ani enemo edin komotwetwe na bra unti me yente won ka no pay. Na enche bi me be ready slide we read messages na abano enti mo hwe mame na in reading message kakra na abano 0537158638 a number sir ye nemo twetwe nkomo so e na no pay and then am say me callers no ma bomodem pa mo fra no ma low mo TV set no enti me nka se me nya feedback ma me nya feedback why are there mon sema ho nye try de nya ha nye oh ni atram na maintain nka the only gamma na as me nya another one be hohoy ono so kan ewe wow and me wo ba ku mi so so ma ya ono so kan gadangbe oh chale mun twa mi ngum ya fia mi motu no no mun twa nye twa lebi na mun twa mi ngum fanciful western and central for mun twa yin ngum ai na me nyan makua pom voice mo kasa ma mesia afem mun so mun nchamo adamu de mon hello good morning.
Good morning.
We am bacha udi no we are friendly.
Yeah ma ni ka no. Okay, you can tell me new.
Hey, boga to say.
Station we need to station ni no. I mean to ma the term
E that's it.
Na so.
E that's it boga. Oh. Yeah.
Because kaka number I didn't know that I know when we are captured. From your question, check what gracia, I'm not entity and it's from the past, and when we get to a one. You never think who will back me. On me. Oh my God, oh, I was very cool. I'm going to be back. I was cool. èyí máa fa ọ̀pọ̀ náà mú yẹ campaign máa ń sẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dì ìbọn náà kọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ pa ọ̀pọ̀ nǹkan tó kọ̀rẹ́ wọ́n tún máa pàtàkì ní bá wọn yẹ yìí wọ́n yẹ ti ní à èyí tó ń lọ yẹn pàtàkì pa àpẹẹrẹ nǹkan tó ẹni àbẹ̀rẹ̀ sẹ́ni kò kíkú. Mímí ká mi kyẹ́ bẹ̀bí àmì yẹ fún o mi ò fúta bẹ́ẹ̀ akẹ́sẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mìẹ̀nsá ọ̀hún kọ́ abẹ́ẹ́ sí a kọ́ bọ̀ nǹkan tó kọ́ pàtàkì nọ́mbà 2 kọ́ ní ti kọ́ yá kyerẹ́ èyí bá wọn bọ́ ọmọ yẹ ẹwọ òkú àtẹnu sẹ wọn sọ òkú òfu náà ọdún òkú òfu a èyí ẹwọn àwọn ìyàwó yẹ wọn ti sukura ti àwọn àtọ wọn bá tún sukura ti àwọn àtọ ọhún yàdí ọdí ayé àkùràfọ náà yẹ papapapa sẹni ní táàmù náà kọ́bù ti bá yẹn sẹ́yìn náà àmìtẹ́yìn ọ̀bẹ ní ìlú fídíò ẹ̀sọ́ ọ̀bẹ tó ń kéjì mú kẹrẹ́bì àtàlẹ́ pàdé ẹ̀fẹ́ ló pa so fún ọ̀hún ẹ̀nà nǹkan tẹ̀ bá mú òye. Ètí ìwé oúnjẹ oúnjẹ àbẹ́ ìjẹ́bẹ́ sí òkú sọ̀nà fẹ́ẹ́ nàá ló kú èmi ti ìdààmú ọ̀sẹ̀ ń tẹ̀ báyìí gbẹdẹ máa di náà kú oúnjẹ àmì.
Amen Boga. Yes, that's Nyamisha. So 0537158638 is the numbers. You can also join us. Let's have a conversation. Call us. Freya Chewo. Ayomi Ofiawo. Call us. Let's have a conversation. Thank you all. Hey, as on birthday too. What the birthday about? Okay. Why? 0537158638 is the numbers. We've got a few minutes. I think the next 5 minutes we go read the messages that has come in. We do our birthday. I take up this jacket and then we hit the roads.
So you wanted to mention before the course came that issue about diversion of some.
Yeah, the 85 million the undervalued goods from which contain tomatoes, spaghetti, and oil. You know, first we have this we call is transit clearance, where it comes, it transits, where the clearance is always done.
But Ghana is not the destination.
Yes, it's not the destination. So, and you see this, the custom and the GRA, some officials will connive, undervalue, and go. I've worked with BVAC before, and people can undervalue. Sometimes you see some of the invoices, you know that the goods in the container are being undervalued.
We're undervalued.
Yeah, you know it. And when you go and do the inspection and you're telling the person the right, and it becomes like we are bonny, like you are not correct. But for me, I was standing my ground.
But why would,
and some of these things caused me to leave
the place. Yeah. So what I've been reading is that the goods were supposedly in transit to Niger.
To Niger, yeah.
But it turned out that they were actually coming to Ghana and they were to be sold in Ghana. Yeah. So if it was actually going to Niger, it means that there will be no import duties applied, Ghanaian import duties applied, right? But apparently the goods were actually here to be sold here in Ghana.
No, you see, that's what actually, I told you, it's a ploy. So normally, if you're not smart, you be outweighed and make it look that the thing is from our West African neighbors. I mean, why these are not from West Africa. These are direct sales for the Ghanaian market.
Direct sales for the Ghanaian market, which are supposed to attract import duties.
Yes. So,
but they make it look like, oh, they are in transit to another country to avoid import.
To avoid the import.
So why would officers...
So that they will go and then offload it to the warehouses for the person.
For the person. Yeah. And the person will not pay the import duties.
And then they will take the
and then they will take the money. Yes. I mean, so why would people who the state is paying, like these are customs officers, why would people that the state is paying decide deliberately to rip the state off in this manner?
This is not a fair. This is not. It's because this one has come out.
So it means that this is something that
it's a systemic problem that we have as a nation.
And customs officers are not under. In fact, they are one of the, we will say, prestigious organizations in Ghana.
What I'm saying that
everyone wants to work for, and then you go there, you have the opportunity to work. And then you are engaging in schemes that will rip the state
bad nuts
amongst them. Of course, not everyone.
Who will aid? It's not everybody. Who will aid people? Go to our ports. Now go to our airports. Who aids the people to take the drugs through?
So
It's a network thing.
In this 21st century,
can't
2025, 2026, can we not have a system where some of these things will be prevented? Can we not institute a system? Or because, I mean, there will still be that human involvement. And so,
no, as far as the human personnel involved in the things you're doing, know that you find some bad nuts.
I remember in 2011 when Professor Mills went to the pot following that Anna Sarimari nice expose. You could see a man who was so bitter. Professor Mills, who was usually calm, was so angry, visibly angry, boiling. You know, and I thought that from there things would change. It looks like humans have not changed. We are still the same.
What did I tell you about people getting into the public space? Why do they get into the public space? They get into the public space because they believe that if you're in the public sector, is a gold mine. You get
but why should that be the case?
So you have people who work professionally, but there are bad nuts that will aid importers. You get it? They will even tell you the things you got to do.
You got to do to avoid
that will come and give you brown envelopes.
Oh my God!
So this is where we find ourselves as a nation until we reset and see the nation as a priority that we need to build this nation together.
We have a long way to go. Everybody is looking for the least opportunity
to make money,
to rip the nation off. The least thing. People, public sector workers go to work, they won't stay true, they will leave and go and do their private businesses.
About public sector.
I mean, how can we progress as a nation if this is the behavior? How can we progress as a nation if this is what we are doing as workers, public sector workers who are supposed to be aiding the government? Look at the behavior we are putting up. Look at our conduct. Look at our attitude. And we'll be the same people complaining about bad roads. The revenue that the state will be generating to use to fix the roads, to build the hospitals, to equip our schools, to pay teachers well, we are diverting the funds. Look, I mean, if you are part of this, shame on you. We can't be doing this to our state and expect that we will progress, we will develop as a country and be like America. You are in Ghana, you are a public sector worker, engaged in corrupt activities. And then you'll be blaming government for bad roads. You'll be blaming government for no bed syndrome. Meanwhile, your attitude, look, you're supposed to be saving the country. You're supposed to be working for the country in revenue generation. And then you are engaged in dubious deals to divert funds. You are engaged in dubious deals, to prevent people from paying import duties. How can we be doing this?
But this is the first time you're hearing this.
I've been hearing this, but Mr. L. So everybody that Bena for Ghana.
This is even a small money.
Hey,
I can give you documents. You see. No, people are doing now. Look at all our sectors. If it's immigration, they have a way of smuggling people through it. So it's a systemic problem that needs to be dealt with once and for all. But as to how do we deal with it, is that let me go for some few messages that has come in. And let's go to Mad Lion Afo. May say, good morning, Mr. Samuel. Indeed, it is disheartening to hear about the tragic loss of our dear brothers and sisters who traveled to Burkina Faso for tomato business. This incident serves as a wake-up call for the leadership of our country and the president to take decisive decisions to prioritize irrigation dams in our tomatoes growing areas, such as the Northern Belt, Akumada, Bono East, and some part of Ahafo. This would encourage our hard-working youth who are into tomatoes farming to produce more tomatoes to feed us, rather than relying on imports from our neighboring countries. As we were taught from a young age, agriculture is a backbone of our country and economy, and it is time for the government to provide resources to our youth to venture into farming and produce more food rather than pursuing white-collar jobs. And I side with him, Mad Lion Ahafo Hidiam. Now let's go to Abdul Rahman. Rahman says, in today's Ghana, under the watch of the second-hand President Mahama, Rahman is not second-hand president. If it's his second coming, I'll buy into it, but his second hand. Rewarding to be an NDC delegate than to be a cocoa farmer. It is only an incentive and wicked government who claims the economy is doing well, but can only increase salaries of workers by only 9%, but went ahead to electricity and water 27 and 17% marginally, and also increased school fees by 20%. Passing or ascending to the 24-hour economy bill is useless and meaningless until implementation of Formula 1, 3-3, one job, three shifts, three people. It was used as a sloganeering to win power. What happened to the Galamsey fight and all the fake promises made in opposition by the NDC? NDC is a scam. Abdul Rahman Bako, Old Barrier Choice. Okay, so let's move from Abdul Rahman and go to Capito. Capito, as usual, will say, Capito Goso Menshia, there is still hope in the MPP. We will come back to power come 2028 to take Ghana to the promised land because NDC has failed Ghanaians. Regards to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Honorable Howard Kumsin. That one is coming from the man called. Right, so I think those are the few messages that has come in this morning. I want to say a big thank you to our people for sending us the messages. We are grateful and we love you for keeping your channel locked here on MBN TV. So that does it for the messages for the morning. Now let me do some birthday, right? Is it birthday? Yeah, let me do some birthday. Some few birthdays, then we can start wrapping it up this morning, isn't it? Yeah. We do some birthday and then we go. Ah, that's the birthday. This one is from Rosetta. Marta ne mebum apomodin Madam Rosetta sends this one in for the ladies at the SDA school, right? And this is a very happy birthday to my dearest beautiful sister, Ohima Esther of SDA Primary School, Noah. This shall be a beautiful year. May you keep flourishing. The abundance of God Almighty. Stay blessed from Rosetta. To you, Ohima Esther of SDA Primary School, enjoy your birthday with the blessings of God that comes with a new age, long life, more money. Let me say,
very important.
More, long life, good health, and more money. So enjoy your birthday with the blessings of God that comes with the age. So that's our birthday celebrant, Ohima Esther, from a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. No, so. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So that is it for Ohima, to Ohima, who is celebrating a birthday today. Well, today is Monday, February 23, 2026. So much richness exists on so many levels, but through complexities of the moment, push it out of your awareness. You can always turn your attention back to what fulfills. The best experience you have ever had remains as part of you. By heeding their echoes, you can bring new and even more fulfilling experiences to life. The richness in your life centers around what is more meaningful, compelling, and inspiring to you. There are plenty of ways right now to give time, thought, effort, and commitment to those things you care about. Circumstances change dramatically or gradually, predictable or unexpectedly. Even so, you can continue to build, nurture, and expand upon what you value. Look back at all that truly matters. Then look forward and discover opportunities for investing more of your life in those particular forms of goodness. You have had many tastes of how good life can be. Every day provides more time to delight in the feast and to share the best of it with your world. It's a way of saying thank you to our viewers. 20 seconds, we gotta go.
Yes, so 20 seconds. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Particular Bible verses that train up your child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. Parents should start raising their children, right? Raising responsible children, not children who go to school and go and be throwing stones at their colleague, beating teachers. That is a sign of a failed parent. If your child will go to school and exhibit those behaviors, it's a sign of a failed parent. So let parents start being responsible, not just giving birth, but actually parenting so that they'll raise responsible children. That is my
that is a stake for you parents out there. And this morning, as you go about your work, remember, praise and worship are weapons Satan dreads. Demon powers are demoralized by it. Do not neglect this weapon. It is too powerful to ignore. As you lift your hands and worship and praise, you will literally purge the atmosphere of demonic activity. Worship corrects your focus. Praise is the golden door into heavenly environment. 1 Samuel 16:23. My name is El Samuels, and his name is Agbamo Educhi. I want to say thank you to our viewers, our callers, the team for putting this together. So we're back again, same channel. Stay blessed, say a prayer with every heartbeat. Good morning.
MBN